Hi guys, it's Today and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm reacting to episode 4 of Under the Skin. We shall see how this episode goes. I'm still trying to figure out how I'm gonna proceed with my reactions for the show because I want to complete the show, but it might not be the best to do it in the way that I'm currently doing it. We shall see, but for now we're gonna do it like I've always done it. And yeah, I'm really excited to see how this episode progresses. Before we do get into it, however, I just want to say a quick and just a thank you to all my amazing patrons and channel members. If you're interested in joining either of those for early access and uncut reactions, the links for it will be in the description below, along with my social media and my PO box. And if you want to subscribe, that's always greatly appreciated. Now, without further ado, let's get into today's video.
通过任小璇母亲的表述，任小璇性格孤僻。 那凶手跟他究竟是什么关系
I love the aesthetics of the see-through boards, but in terms of practicality, I'm always like, my brain struggles to separate the words from the background behind the transparent boards.
为什么要更换头骨？ 这两点他有。嫌疑人选择在操场摆尸，他和学校的关系是什么？对。
He's like secretly kind of impressed.
尸体排骨化至少要1-2年，他又是什么时候换的头骨？对。
He's like, can anybody else please provide me with the questions so that I don't have to keep telling the person that I don't like that he's right?
第一。 我们要走访任小璇以前的同学，尽可能的找到有线索的关系人，尽快确认头骨的更换时间，以此来缩小嫌疑人的范围。
What now？
春楠，这是什么意思呀？会还没开完呢，得好好管一管。
你懂什么？艺术家都这样。
行了，散会。
I do wonder why he decided to walk out like that, because he actually seemed upset for some reason, or like he realized something. But I can see, like, from an outsider's perspective, how this does feel like the person's disrespecting the rules of the office. So I do kind of agree with the guy. I wondered why that painting would be focused on so heavily.
还没有告诉你我家的具体地址，你怎么找到的？
兰花。
兰花。
I would be a lot more alarmed if I was her, but luckily we know he's not ill intentioned.
我们第一次在美术教室见面的时候，
观察倒是挺细致。
你是一个人住啊？
还有他。
Oh. It's a beautiful place, but I still don't feel like I can trust her. Don't know why.
我想问一下，你们学校美术组的学生都临摹过那个捐赠的头骨吗？
当然临摹过，只不过没有想到临摹的是他的头骨。
那些临摹头骨的画还在？
Oh, okay, maybe I'm reaching too far, but I think he wants to try and figure out a timeline for when the skull showed up based on number one, when the drawings of it started, and that way he could create a timeline for when her skull was placed there.
你是想用素描画来确定头骨更换的时间？
That's what I'm thinking as well.
这是这几年学生的临摹作业。
Oh wow, they're beautifully done. Whoa. How is he not completely overwhelmed?
看这个笔触，应该是你画的吧？
那时候上课手痒，趁学生们画的时候，我也描了一张。
I can't help but think that it's her. I don't know how she would be connected or why. But that laugh was so nervous, like he discovered a secret of hers, and I don't know if I'm just over analyzing everything, but it feels like she's constantly like monitoring him, trying to figure out how much he knows, that kind of thing.
时间是2017年10月前后。
从这些话术的时间能推断出，任小璇的头骨是2017年10月前后被替换。
任小璇失踪是在2011年，
Whoa.
时隔6年又回来更换头骨。
Yeah, that is very suspicious.
能够在美术室自由出入的人，只有美术老师和美术生。也就是说，能更换头骨的人，很可能就是在这个时间段里的这些人。
And the thing is, in my brain, I'm like, it kind of would make sense if it was her. If you were the murderer and you were the type of murderer to put your victim on display like that, you might feel the urge to draw them out of like sheer want of the power that you sort of still have over them. But again, I feel like I'm speculating way too much.
陈队，任小璇的妈妈来了。你们看这个，这孩子包了一个书皮，我一直以为是课本，没想到是日记。这个日记里面记录了好多孩子在学校被欺负的事情。美术组的同学啊，最喜欢在上面刻字。
这么看来，任小璇的死最有可能和霸凌猥亵她的人有关，这是一个重要的侦查方向。
Okay, so
另外，
I'll
这
discard
日记里
the theory about the teacher for now, because this seems much more plausible.
哎，你听这个啊，如果能当他的一根眉毛，好像也不错。你这写的根本就不通顺，感觉这孩子太拧巴了。阿言，
How are you taking that from that sentence? Interesting that the head seems to kind of been almost erased.
说你刚才说那关键词儿。
我多想代替阳光和雨水吻上英俊的。
这些描述都太抽象了。
把所有的面部信息一汇总，是不是就可以画像？
Are you guys trying to like give Shinyi an impossible task again?
你在这儿干嘛呢？
现在基本可以确定，任小璇刻住满上画的少年，应该就是他日记本里经常提起的那个。
Does he actually expect
像
that?
这句，清风吹乱了他的头发，他会用修长的手指去拨。这说明什么？说明他不是光头，也不是寸头，而且头发还不短。你去哪儿？找地方画像，你随意。
也不敢反抗，只能发抖，长长的小拇指，不敢反抗。 猥亵小璇的人难道是老师？
这个箱子是以前学校教职员工的资料，你先看看。
Wonder what gave him the idea that this person used to play sports.
你打完球，不管不顾地跑到水龙头下洗脸，充实每一寸发丝。
Okay, so there's the sports bit.
画完了吗？快，先跟我
He
去找
was
人吧
like having a moment. He almost had it, and then you disturbed him.
谁啊？
谢谢，不好意思啊，来接着贴。
赵子鹏。
Oh my soul, the way he just so casually did that, my coordination could never relate.
原来是这个学校的美术老师。2011年6月的时候，也就是任小璇转学失踪的那个月，他也被学校排除了，理由是猥亵女学生。他现在改名叫赵听涛，经营着画廊。
I wanted to mention this earlier. I wonder if there's a story behind why he keeps falling asleep in the car, because like, sure, that's a thing that sometimes happen to people, but because this is a constructive narrative, it feels like there should be reason for including it in the plot. So I wonder what significance it has.
到了。少说话，多观察，别添乱。
He didn't really talk at all the previous time you guys went together. Well, not the previous, but like during the
请问赵
architecture
总在吗？
赵总在楼上会
case.
见客人，两位如果和赵总有约的话，需要稍等一下。
啊，那个，那我们能先转转吗？
可以啊，这边请。
You know what would be super disturbing is if they found that one of these pictures was an illustration of the missing girl. Well, the girl who's passed away.
这红点什么意思？这个红点代表的是交易次数。就像油画这种独一无二的，一般被埋下来就会直接从墙上撤走，不会用这种方式来标记。这个画廊的每一个作品，无非就是两个人的手笔。 和他标注的创作者却各不相同。我不知道他们在这里交易的到底是什么。
I would assume that it's a forging house because, like, that one painting, I think it's called The Ladies of Avalonia or whatever, it's a famous painting. So if they're maybe selling forgeries, then this is just the display piece for those forgeries, and they can, like, sell as many as they want, but obviously they're gonna create a new one every time, which means that the ones on display don't ever need to be moved.
让你们赵总立刻下来。
不好意思，先生，赵总在见一个很重要的客人，不方便。
你去跟他说，楼下的客人更重要。
警察同志啊，你们看这里面是不是有什么误会啊？
I saw the nerves in your expression there.
我承认，我卖过假画。
你觉得你是因为卖假画的事，所以我们叫你来？你卖的不是画，是人。
That is so much worse. I kind of wish it had just been the forgeries
这个
thing.
时间不是绘画的时间，而是女孩的出生年份。
那幅亚维农少女是毕加索的仿画，命名为《罪恶的报酬》。她周围的画作都是写实派，代表的是成年女性。而这幅看不清人脸的立体派，年份显示的是2006，说明女孩的年龄只有15岁。
经营画廊为虚，组织卖淫为实。
我就是一个普通的艺术品经销商。
严肃点儿！是不是真的有？我们跟着你的客户名单查一下就知道。
组织卖淫的事我认，我把我知道的我都告诉你们。
It's so much worse than I expected.
先不说别的，任小璇，
我没杀他。这几天又听说其中操场挖出尸骨，你们又问起他，那一定就是任小璇了。
把你当年猥亵人。
I feel like that's a bit of a leap, but we'll go with it for now.
猥亵啊！
任小璇的日记本里都写了整个事情的经过。
小璇呀，这么用功的啊？啊？你这暗面画的不对，让我来教你。
Did he walk in on it? So
和这个人长得像吗？
yeah, that might jog his memory. Wow, that's beautiful though.
我真的记不太清了。
She is so attractive. I'm struggling to deal.
小璇日记里提到的男朋友，你有印象？美术教室里的阳光正好打在她分明的眉毛、浓密的睫毛上。
My first question would be, do all the students have art class at that age? Because if not, then they could maybe at least narrow it down to only people who took art in that year. There's definitely like elements there that seem similar, which is amazing.
我想请你帮我个忙，谢谢你帮我们组织这场同学聚会。
毕竟是认识的人，我也想知道真相。
我一直很好奇，你为什么要留下来？留在这里当美术老师，埋没你的才华。
Why does the police officer feel like a third wheel here?
你为什么当警察？我看过你的画，水平远超一个普通的画像师。
画家半年不一定卖出一张画，画像师可以按月发工。
But I like that the police officer also so clearly wanted to know the answer to that question.
你刚才没说实话。是你早就预设好了答案，所以我怎么说都不对。
The tension.
这栋楼可藏着我们曾经的青春呢。喝一个吧。
I wonder a little bit about the guy sitting to her left, but I'm not sure.
你说怎么玩？我跟。
这个箱子里面有一些纸签，都是我写的当年我们美术组成员的一些特征。每人抽一张，抽出来之后就在黑板上画，然后其他人看猜不猜得出来。
I think I see where this is going.
先来。
Interesting.
他的脸上总是浮着一层油，眼睛像两颗浮在油上的小黑豆。
这张挺聪明的，徐老师他自己先画，那来的人就不会起疑心嘛。后面的纸签里写的都是小学日记里对那个喜欢男孩的外观描述。
I mean, let's hope that it feels a little bit like the descriptions are very flowery and could apply to anyone.
再要不然这样，换个玩法。行了，行。同一张纸条，同一个人，我们一起画，看谁画得更快更好，怎么样？没问题啊。阴历分明的眉毛，浓烈。
I do feel like she should have lengthened the first one a little bit to hide the fact that this one is super detailed.
映衬她的脸庞是那么的温柔。
Yeah, that's the guy that they kept on focusing on, the one that I suspected at the start. And, yeah. Definitely does seem like it's him.
早知道进来这么久就带点吃的。
It's not his fault his stomach growled.
我有。我怎么觉得这个姓许晨啊？
不是啊，许晨哪有这么时髦的发型？
Interesting that everyone looks a little bit similar.
其他人都是每听到一个描述才听，只有他。他愣很久才开始画，下笔果断。
So it's either someone he knows well or it's gonna be a self-portrait.
你这次把大家叫来，应该不单是为了组织一次聚会吧？不是他找你，是我们要找你。他在日记里写了一个他喜欢的男孩，是你吧？
我也以为他喜欢的人是我。我第一次注意到他是在篮球场上，那天是愚人节，下着雨。
It makes sense that that's why there's a lot of emotion in his drawings. It's because he knows who she actually ended up liking and he felt misled.
后来我偷看了他的日记，我才知道他画在桌板上那个背影不是我，所以你就霸凌他。
5月18日，没想到我的课本里有一只死鸟。
Oh my soul!
我害怕极了。这就是你在他日记里的样子。
I really hope the
日
episode
记里那个人是谁？
isn't gonna end without the reveal.
不知道。我还特意留意了我们那一届所有男生，没有发现那个人。
So then who did he decide to draw, or did he just kind of draw someone based off of what everyone else drew?
根据目前的调查基本可以确定，赵子鹏和田玲与任小琛的死亡都没有直接关系，都说不知道这个男孩是谁。
I wonder if he knows that he's basically just talking to himself and he's just kind of made peace with that, or if he assumes that he will still kind of hear him.
你不觉得奇怪吗？
At least he doesn't seem bothered by it anymore.
到了，到了，你就住这儿了，连个灯都没有。路灯坏了很久了，早习惯。
I get the feeling something bad is gonna happen.
那天是愚人节，下着雨。
Was he lying? Or is it kind of implying that there's probably one of the sketches is marked as being from April Fool's, maybe the first one, being from April Fool's 6 years later. So that might tie into that being the day that she went missing. And the person waiting 6 years, and then on the day that he killed her, or she killed her, whichever gender, but them putting the skull there then as a commemorative thing. Because why else does the date matter? Ooh, that's an epic image.
他在日记里说谎了。
Oh my soul. Okay, this is so interesting. I kind of just want to watch the next episode, but I can't, so... Damn it. Still, this is so interesting. I thought I kind of knew where it was going, and now we're here, and I'm like... I have no clue. Because it just seems odd to me that out of all the people that came for that meeting, no one could match that description, like place any kind of connection, anything like that. Surely one of the people there would know something if everything was accurate, and because we now know that she lied about the day and the weather, you don't know what else she could be lying about. I don't know where this is going. I'm super intrigued to see where it does end up, and I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode, but otherwise I'll see you guys again next time. ZHENG.